in just 4 weeks since the season started. How have you guys sort of finding that amount of travel and whatnot so far?
Look, I think we respond really well to it. I guess one of the things it means is that we can get the players together, especially early on in the season. We can really look after everything and get the detail right moving into the games. Plus, it's a good opportunity for the players to be together and spend some time together as well, and kind of work on that team spirit. So yeah, we're quite comfortable playing 3 out of the first 4 away from home.
And heading to New Zealand just straight off 2 consecutive wins. The first win at the home tours of the season against the Mariners. I guess, what was your reaction, or I guess sort of takeaways from that game?
Look, we were really happy with the win, and not so much with our performance with the ball. We could have been a lot better, but we were happy with the performance. It was a real gritty, nuggety, tough performance that kind of shows just the other side of our game, and it shows that side of the game is nice and healthy within the group. We had to roll our sleeves up. We had to be disciplined. We had to, hold out the last 10 or 15 minutes. With playing with maybe a little bit of anxiety there. But when I look back on the last 15 minutes or so of the game, we were quite comfortable, and we managed the game really well. So it was a little bit ugly with the ball, but we'll have a lot of games like that, and the good thing is that we know how to manage those games, and we know how to win those games.
And it was the first clean sheet of the season as well.
Yep.
Quite a trademark of the team. I guess after a couple of shaky sort of moments in previous games, how good was it to sort of establish it, not really give them any clear chances at goal, and just keep it a really solid performance for the line?
Yeah, it was really good, because look, they'd come to Melbourne the week before, and they'd lost quite heavily as well. So you've got to give them a little bit of credit as well. They set up a really good, strong defensive unit, a midfield block that made it hard for us to play through them, made it hard for us to play over them. So we had to really be on our toes, and the one real bit of quality in our game on the weekend got us the goal, and it was a real we played through them. Terrific run from Rachel Lowe. Keeper made a good save, and then Minnie was on hand to finish. Yeah, it wasn't an easy finish either. Past 3 players into the back of the net. So yeah, very very happy, and I think that the squad can take a lot out of that game, because this week's going to be a tough game. Going over to New Zealand, to Pororoa as well, which is never know what the weather's going to be like. Apart from the wind's going to be blowing there, so it could be a similar type of game.
And just on Minnie, which obviously was the difference maker in the game. How pleased have you been with her so far? Not just maybe on the pitch, but even off the pitch. As a bit of a leader, but she's part of the leadership.
Yeah, look, I've said it the last couple of weeks. I think she's growing into the role. Been very very impressed with her, and to be honest, she's given us what I expected she'd give us. That's why we brought her here. Her quality on the field is it's undoubtable. But I wasn't 100% sure how she would be off the field. Did a fair bit of research on her, and also my dealings with her in the past have all been really positive. But yeah, she's fallen into that role really well. She's I think a natural leader, and it's great that you can bring someone like that with the qualities on the field, who is going to give you added value off the field as well.
Sienna Tejera, a bit of a young player that's come into the team, played every single game off the bench so far. How sort of happy have you been with her, and what have you sort of seen from her in training to really give her a lot of chances, and what can we sort of expect of her? Yeah, look,
number one, she's again, her character is amazing. She's an old soul in a young body. Is very very confident. She's all about the team, and yeah, look, I think she's come in it's great to see her. Look, if I go back to thinking about the first chance that she had, it was as a goalkeeper on the bench. And I offered her the opportunity because we had an injury in the last minute. I said, opportunity to go on the bench, but you're going to have a green suit on, not a blue one. And she jumped at that, and that kind of shows the type of character she is. But yeah, look, she's got a lot about her game. She's got pace. She's got good skills out wide. She's physically very, very good, but again, got really good ability with her final pass and can score goals as well. So yeah, we've still got a lot to see of her, and I think as the season goes on, if she's given a chance, she'll take it with both hands.
Maybe just on sort of some of the younger players then, obviously you've got Sienna, you've got Fiorina, you've got Poppy, you've got all these players sort of pushing in for those roles. How have you sort of found their attitudes and their sort of, coming into this professional environment and some unbelievable players? How do you think they've sort of taken to that, this great score?
Yeah, look, I think they've waited for their chance, and you can see they're all really keen. Layla Hussein as well. They're all very, very, very keen to get in and train and prove themselves. I think in terms of the rest of the group around them, they've got some great role models in the senior players, and I think what I've liked as well, that the senior players are more than happy to spend a bit of time with these younger players, and it means a huge amount to them. It means that they'll progress quicker. But yeah, look, in terms of the group of young players we've got, there's a huge amount of talent there, but also some real good characters in there. Poppy O'Keefe, I didn't even realise she had a voice until the last few weeks, but now she's found it, I'm beginning to regret things a little bit. She never stops talking. And yeah, look, we're starting to find the characters. We're starting to find out the characters of these younger players, and as they feel more and more comfortable, you find that they get better and better as well. So yeah, it's an exciting time for these young players, and it's an exciting time for us as well, because we've got a very strong senior group, but they need to be pushed. They need to be challenged, and we've probably got a group of younger players that can do that.
And although she's an honorary Melburnian, it'll be Zoe McMeekin's first game back in New Zealand on the home TV. Sort of how happy have you been with her on that right flank, and what has she really been offering and giving your side?
Yeah, look, what Zoe gives us is an ability to get forward, and to get forward very, very quickly. She's also physically very, very good as well. She gives us size at set plays, and she's technically good as well. I think, like a few of the younger girls that I've just spoken about, there's still another side to her game that we haven't seen yet, and again that's pretty exciting. But I guess for this weekend, I think we're all determined to make her first game back a successful one, and so she can kind of walk out of there with her head held high.
And looking over at the Phoenix, welcoming Greg Priestman, pretty high-profile coach that maybe start with 2 draws like it is. So what have you sort of seen from their opening under Bev, and what are you sort of looking out for in terms of how we're going to approach the game?
Yeah, look, obviously with Bev, they've got a very experienced international quality coach, and you can start to see now already that the work that she's done with the group, there's a real kind of style of play starting to develop there. I think they've been a little bit unlucky with a few of their new players have had injuries that have kept them out for a big part of pre-season. I think with a new group of players, it's often quite hard. They've recruited well, but they've recruited a lot as well. So to get the squad to settle down and play a real distinctive style of play. If it's a little bit different to what they've been used to, then it might take a little bit of time. But yeah, look, we're expecting they're a very, very well organised team. They like to go forward and they like to commit players forward, and they're the big physical side as well. So yeah, we're expecting a pretty tough game over there, but also we've looked at them and there's maybe one or two areas we think we can be quite effective with them, which we do all the time anyway. We don't go anywhere to draw games or to lose games. We go to places to win. So we've got a pretty strong game plan in place, and we'll go there and see if we can cause them a few problems.
Just on the injuries front to finalise, obviously there's quite a few key players out. When can we sort of expect some of them to come back in and are they back into the squad?
Yeah, look, it's been a really good week for us. Taylor Ray's been back on the park. We're expecting her to be probably not to be involved this weekend, but she's been in 4 of our 5 sessions this week, or she will be, and then back into full training next week. So don't be surprised if she's into the squad for next week's game. Chelsea Blissett's had a scan yesterday, and I think everything was good with her. So I think pretty sure she'll be back in training within the next few days, back out in the park. Sienna Silvesco's still a more longer term prospect, but again, she's in a position where she can basically do everything apart from contact. So yeah, look, she's keeping herself really fit. She's keeping herself motivated. She's joining in with the group out in the park, and when she gets the okay to join back, her return to playing will be a lot quicker than the player that's been out normally in her for her length of time. So things have been pretty positive this week.